Introduction is really a great pleasure. I've had the pleasure of introducing this person several times before, and it's a true personal pleasure because I've been working with her now for more than 12 years. Now, the world recognizes her mark on the entertainment and recording industries, a true and respected legend, I might add. New Yorkers, we know that her passion is rooted in more than the stage and screen, but it's in the green gardens and tree-lined streets that weave their way through our great city. On a personal level, I'm very happy that, Bette, you were able to break away from your show at Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. I think she's doing 5 nights a week or something. I don't know how she does. I don't know if she gets the stamina for this, but she's at Caesar's Palace, Las Vegas. She's back here in New York City, her home. And Bette, you are a legend in New York for your unwavering commitment to greening our city's community gardens, parks, and streets. Your organization, New York Restoration Project, is 12 years senior today, and a proud owner of 57 community gardens. Remember, they're going to sell off the community gardens. They rescued 57 community gardens, including some of the city's most beautiful gardens that include active gardening groups and partnerships with some of our most prominent landscape designers. Now, over the years, I really got to know Bette when she joined in with the Parks Department in cleaning up some forgotten parks up in neighborhoods that didn't have wealthy people to care about them, in Washington Heights and in Inwood, and along highways where people were dumping cars. And she is now our official partner in realizing the dream that she shared with Mayor Bloomberg. And this inspiration for this came from Bette to the mayor, a dream of planting 1 million trees throughout New York City's 5 boroughs. Now, isn't that pretty good? We can say, I have this dream, and then you go to the mayor, and then you make it happen. So the success that MillionTreesNYC has achieved in just such a short amount of time has much to do with Bette's leadership and the passion that she shares with the organization's mission, its staff, and most importantly, the neighborhoods, the real neighbors of New York, with the families and individuals that our respective organizations share. Now, when Bette came back to New York, she started out her career here. I got to know her. I was just appointed the Manhattan Borough Commissioner, and I thought, what the hell, I'll invite her over for dinner. She came over for dinner, I cooked her dinner, and she came in wearing overalls. I'll always remember that. I said, now this is a real person. This is not just an incredible star and an actress I've always admired, and a great singer, but she's a real person. And then I really knew that when we went up to Arbor Park, which had about 25,000 dumped tires in the park, and she was personally lugging tires, really disgusting tires, full of all kinds of stuff, personally in those overalls. So would you please welcome one of the greatest New Yorkers we have, star of stage and screen, but star of Green New York, Bette Midler, the divine Miss M. You know, Miss M, M stands for million.
I'm so very touched to be here. I'm so thrilled to be here on Arbor Day in the most beautiful borough of all, the borough of Brooklyn. Thank you, Commissioner BNP, for those very kind words, and for all the years that you've been such a fantastic supporter of me and New York Restoration Project. We're so lucky to have you in our corner. I mean, you can work. There are many, ways that people can stop you from doing things, but this man never stopped us. He only said, "How can I help?" And so I'm very, very grateful. We're all very grateful. Thank you. Way back in October of last year, many of us who are here today stood on a treeless corner in the Bronx and told everyone gathered there that the mayor's office, the New York City Parks Department, many greening groups, which I will mention later, and the organization that I started, New York Restoration Project, that we had all joined forces to plant 1 million trees in all 5 boroughs of New York City. That day we planted 75 trees, which doesn't sound like much. That was the beginning of our dream, 75 trees. That's less than 1% of 1% of 1 million, but since October, as everyone has mentioned, we have planted almost 55,000 trees. That's 5% of 1 million, and quite an accomplishment in 6 months, and it's only the beginning. So every year we plant, for the next 10 years, every year we plant 100,000 trees, and it looks like it's something that we can actually do. It's so well planned and so well organized, it's really going to happen. Mayor Bloomberg has set aside money for 600,000 trees. It's up to me, my parks group, and all the other parks groups that we work with to raise the other the rest of the money, the other $200 million, to plant the other 400,000 trees, and we're doing it. The donations are coming in. People are really and truly excited about changing the face and changing the health of New York City. We are all just beside ourselves. But of course, as you know, planting the trees is only the beginning. We also need to care for those trees. We need endowment for those trees to make sure that professional people can look after the health of the trees. They can look after the pruning of the trees. But you also, the regular public, you also have a responsibility to these trees. We need to protect the trees. We need to preserve every tree that we plant. So don't forget to get out there, water your street trees, keep the dog poop out of the pits. Don't let any chemicals near them. In other words, look after them as though they are a member of your family, and they will return the benefits to you 1,000-fold. We have received, of course, since October, an astounding show of support from renters, from homeowners, from block associations, from developers, and from corporations. And in fact, Home Depot Foundation was the very first group to say, let me in. I want to be the lead sponsor of New York City's MillionTreesNYC. They have set such a tremendous example. Today we are thrilled, delighted, honored, and beside ourselves to welcome Toyota to our lead sponsorship family with their gift of, get this, $1.4 million. That keeps on giving. They know what these gestures mean to all New Yorkers. I want to thank them for their generosity. I want to thank each of these groups for their vision. It's really, really important that corporations, because they have the deepest pockets, that they step up to the plate, that they say, this is my turn. It's my turn. It's my turn to make New York City a better place to live, to give people the chance to breathe clean air, to stop storm runoff, all the things that trees do for us. I want to thank Mayor Bloomberg and First Deputy